Hello, Internet. You know, being in the career path that I'm in, there comes with it a certain niche of experiences, right? And one of those is the 1,000 times you hear people mention how you're a bum, you're lazy, you don't do anything, get a job, asshole, loser, whatever. And today I wanted to finally explain with visual help why I have chosen my career path. Boom. I'm pulling this up right here. This is a timeline, a literal timeline. All right. You got midnight, 0 o'clock on the left side, and 23:59, the last minute of the day, on the right side. It's pretty simple. This is one day. Now, as you can see, there's a little graph down here where I denote free time, time spent doing required tasks, and technically free time, but most likely used to prepare for red time. And so, what I'm going to go ahead and say is, well, let's say you work a full time career, right? All right, a traditional career, 9 to 5. All right. So that means that this part of your day, from 9 o'clock to, let's say, right about here, that'd be where 5 is according to this line. That's time you're at work, right? You don't get to do whatever you want. You're just, you're on the clock, you're doing whatever. Nobody wants to be at work, but you're there, right? So there's that. But wait, there's only 24 hours a day, and that's already a third of my time spent doing something I don't want to. That only leaves 16 hours for me to do what I want to do for me, But wait, that's not true because you have to sleep. So let's say you wake up every day at 6 a.m., right? Well, that means you're going to bed right around here, right at 10 p.m. So let's go ahead and put this red line from 10 p.m. all the way down here to 6 a.m., right? Boom. Now that's only 8 hours of the day that you have any sort of real free time. But a lot of that isn't real free time. Because, here, how about, oh, well, that's not what we wanted to do. Let's go ahead and say that after you wake up at 6, yeah, that's immediately free time, but you have to prepare for the day. You gotta get up, shower, do all that stuff, eat, So there's like probably about an hour that you're spending just getting ready for the day, right? Technically free time, but you're preparing for going out, doing this, that, and the other, right? Think about what you need to do for the day. And, you don't just show up to work, right? You don't just show up to work, teleport there. You got to travel there. Boom. Here's another 30 minutes to an hour that you don't actually have, right? Because you're driving, preparing, and the same thing goes for, getting home. You gotta get to and from. So my question is, how is any of this like economical? Okay, you get this this blue would be your free time. All right. This much would be your free time. I don't know why this became blue. This is supposed to be purple. All right, just cover that up. Boom. All right. So in between, we said this was an hour, so this is 7 a.m. And this was 30 minutes. I know on the short end for a commute, it could be up to an hour. Let's say this is 7 a.m. to 8:30. You get an hour and 30 minutes of free time. What can you do in an hour and 30? Watch, couple 3 episodes of a TV show on the television. You could watch some movies. Just one though. And let's see, from here, let's say right about 5:30 you get home. So from 5:30 until 10 p.m. That's 4 hours and 30 minutes plus your 1 hour 30 minutes from before that you get free time, right? And that sounds pretty good until you look at it and realize this free time is actually so little, right? It's such little free time that it's like the Sunday scaries. You know how on a Sunday you're always thinking about how it's Monday? This isn't actually free time. This might as well be purple time too, right? Might as well be purple time, right? So this means that my average schedule starting from when I go to bed is I go to bed, I wake up, I have to prepare for doing shit I don't want to do, and have no real time to do anything, get into anything that I want to do, spend all this time doing shit that I don't want to, then, you know, more shit that's technically free time, but, I'm driving home, I have to go back to my house. I have to do this, that, or the other. Can't just teleport. All right. Then we get free time. Then we get like 4 hours and change of free time. And see, this is also where you'd be doing things like preparing to go to bed. Your nighttime shower, your fucking, dinner, all this other thing. All these other things, right? So let's go ahead and say another bit of this is shaved off for purple time. Because you have to prepare to go to sleep too, right? So let's say that's all in all said an hour. Another hour you spend, between the shower, all this. It's probably more than that. I had plenty of showers that take up 45 minutes at a time, bro. Like, come on. Just the shower, that, let alone all the other bullshit one needs to do just to sustain themselves as a human being. You know what I'm saying? Bro, like, so this is now 9. So from 5:30 to 9, 3 hours and 30 minutes I get free time. This is not sustainable, nor is this in any regard how I would like to spend my lifetime. A career will span years and years and years. I don't want to have this schedule, barely able to do anything I ever want to do, just for the sake of making a couple fucking dimes. Because that's what any career truly is dimes, bro. You think $100,000 a year is really a lot until you realize that most shitty houses are near $500,000, and it would take you 5 years of this schedule just to afford being able to buy a house outright, or just being able to afford to buy a house at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Y'all really get on my ass for being unemployed, which I'm not, because being unemployed means you're searching for a job. So I'm not unemployed because I have no desire for a job. I simply have my own career. I'm self-employed. I work from home. I do my own things. I spend my time how I want because in the end, I am happier doing what I am doing than I would be working this horseshit schedule day in, day out, waiting for the weekends every day like some fucking mindless zombie who doesn't have the ability to realize that 90% of my time is spent doing something I don't fucking want to or preparing to do something that I don't want to. It's really simple when you think about it. It's really not that complicated. Because let's imagine this line except with free time, right? So you don't have that job you got to be at. Boom. Full blue, right? The blue that was already blue, that's also blue, right? And that purple, because, well, I'll give you that purple because that's preparing to go to bed, right? And let's say you're going to bed at the same time, it's the same schedule. See, this purple right here, where you're preparing to go out, not purple anymore. The purple, that's because, you're the Sunday scary effect, not purple. The purple where it's you waking up in the morning, well, that's you waking up in the morning, so yeah, that's technically purple. There. This is what my schedule looks like. Except for this being red, because I'm asleep. Now, see, doesn't this seem a whole lot better than this? Like, guys, come on. It doesn't take anybody smarter than a 5-year-old to realize why the bottom line here is not sustainable, nor is it anything that I would ever want to do with my time and my effort in my life. Thank you.